And Joachim, I'll start with a question for you, which is, can you simply talk a little bit about just the point of view of the movie, of the sort of the storytelling, which I want to simply ask, do you consider yourself sort of an Axel or an Einvid or a Julie?
That's a good question, because this is a very personal film, but in direct and indirect ways. I would say, in a way, in the film, Julie, who's about to turn 30, is in a romantic relationship with a guy who's a little bit like 10 years, 12 years older, Axel. And since I'm in my 40s, there were aspects of his identity and character that was kind of easy for Eskil Vogt, my co-writer, and myself to write. But the more I focused on Julie's perspective, I realized that there were many themes in her that I could also identify with. It's really an existential story. On one level, it's a kind of romantic comedy. It's about someone who's trying to figure out their love life. But the more the story develops, it's actually more of an existential quest for a character who is trying to find purpose in her life. And I think those are more human questions that I can also identify with and find intriguing and mysterious and want to talk about. So I guess in a way, I try to put a bit of myself into all of the characters.
And Renate, the part was written for you, and I'm wondering what that experience was like. Like, how much of yourself did you see when you first read Julie on the page?
Well, I must say I really felt a very deep connection to her right away. The first scene was when she snuck into the wedding, and she would like not cheat, but see where the borders of cheating was, because she was feeling kind of sad and she didn't know how to handle it, and she doesn't want to be in her emotions, so she go and does something a little destructive. And I could relate to that, and just making her own fun. I think that it relates to many people living today, like having too many choices, having so much I don't know, we were presented with so much information all the time. So, and we can change our profession, we can change our education, at least a lot of people, not everyone, but and actually the thing is, if you limit your choices, it will get easier, but having too much choice, it's actually harder to be happy. So I think it's a lot there for many people, this character.